Oh goodness. Oh goodness. We're here. I don't know if the game's too loud. Hold on. I don't know if the game's too loud. Tell me if it's too loud. I literally downloaded it the second it became available. Let me try to check. Stream is it live? Hi Lorelai. I hope you're okay. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, okay. Game sounds a little loud. Okay. Yeah, it'll be like that. It should be fine now, or unless I have to dock it down more. But thank you for stopping by. This is such a gorgeous opening page. This is such a gorgeous opening page. I'm so excited. Yeah, let me know if the stream is still a little loud. I did turn it down a bit. Yay, sounds good. Awesome. So hi, welcome to PARANORMASIGHT, The Mermaid's Curse, the second game in the PARANORMASIGHT series. I'm so excited. Can you even jump in this game? Shut up. We can dive. That's the most important thing. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this. What's the point if not? Oh my god. Are you even playing? Are you actually playing it too? But what else do I say about this game before I hop in? This game was announced earlier this month. We only had 2 weeks time to prepare, and we are here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna shut up and start. Wait, let's look at the options first. I have to go to work. Aw. Okay, so the language. Okay, we got it. Vibration, text speed. Not instant. Fast. Yes. Brightness. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with the puzzles. Thank you. Enjoy. I will run away now. Yeah, I won't spoil anything. Music volume, sound effects volume, and ambient volume. Okay, interesting. Screen resolution. I think this is good. Controls. Okay. I think this is good. I think we apply all. Ooh. Okay. We start. Oh, I'm so excited. Woo! Oh my goodness. They're here! Oh my gosh! I'm so excited. My apologies for the wait. Welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. I am the storyteller, your guide to the world of PARANORMASIGHT. Now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story. But there are some important matters I must address first, so please bear with me a little longer. First, this game uses autosave. This game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. It sure is. Aha! From here, you can check the text log, view files, and adjust your settings for auto mode. You can also adjust the volume and other game settings in the options menu. If you find that certain effects make the text difficult to read, you may turn them off. I recommend you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before continuing. I'm already one step ahead of you. I know your gambit. Okay, open updates page. Okay, we got the gameplay guide. We got it. I'm so excited. Oh, I accidentally skipped over this line. Now let us go over the basic controls. When the game is in your control, you may drag the screen to look at your surroundings. You will once again become able to move after this, so try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Wait, we can do this here? Oh, don't jump scare me. Don't... Wait. Oh, there you are. Wonderful. Well done. You may also select the face of an individual in front of you to talk to them. Please, go ahead and try with me. Bravo! A fine display. There are times when you'll be presented with options such as these. Let's ask, who am I? Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? But there's no need for concern. It is for that reason that I am here to guide you, after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. Once you have seen everything an option has to offer, a check mark will appear next to it, like so. Do not fear. You will come to know where we are eventually. That is all for my explanation of the basic controls. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Yes. There is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Honjo. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? I am! Is that so? So we have met before, then. You looked quite different during our previous encounter, so I failed to recognize you at first. My apologies. In that case, there is nothing I need to warn you about. What does that mean? Well, I believe I have kept you waiting long enough. The tale you are about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Ise Bay, a stretch of sea bordering the Mie prefecture. Specifically, those legends involving mermaids. Yes, as the subtitle suggests, our subject this time is the widely familiar mermaid. Such ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends famously include the idea that eating their flesh grants immortality. The tale of Yao Bikuni, which continues to be told in places such as Wakasa Province, modern-day Fukui Prefecture, is perhaps the most well-known. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, as I just mentioned, there are only some of many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They have also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for a myriad of reasons, irrespective of era or culture. Let's see, we're gonna do a lot of reading. Mie Prefecture is located in the eastern part of the Ki Peninsula in the central Honshu, the Japanese mainland, and falls within both the Chubu and Kinki regions. Measuring 170 kilometers from north to south and 80 kilometers from east to west, it has a narrow, elongated shape and is known for its rich, natural diversity that differs greatly between its northern and southern regions. The varied and abundant nature of Mie Prefecture has led it to be known as the Great Land of Great Beauty since ancient times, even back when it was still known as Ise Province. It was also purported to be the land whither repair the waves from the eternal world, which led the establishment of Ise Shrine as a place of enshrinement to the goddess Amaterasu. The eternal world is said to be a realm across the sea, separate from the one in which we live, often described as an eternal paradise. Ise was seen as the land where the waves from this world continually broke, connecting the material world and the world beyond. So, for those who don't know this game, the last game was also sort of like an advertisement for the area it showed, and I'm assuming this is much of the same concept. There have been people who have went on Paranormasight pilgrimages for Honjo. It's really cool. I'd love to do that one day. But yeah, famous spots and scenic vistas. I don't think this is as pertinent to our journey, but we can always check back on this. Ise Bay, also known as the name the Sea of Ise, Ise Bay is an enclosed bay located in central Honshu. Although its exact range varies, in this game it refers to the area of sea surrounded by land up to the line drawn from Kape Irago in Aichi Prefecture to Kape Dayo in Mie Prefecture. And mermaids, the first a general term for a half-human, half-fish being. Ah, geez, that is a... ちょっと見にくいですね。その格好は it's kinda ugly, kinda chopped. The first recorded appearance in Japan of a creature believed to be a mermaid was more than 1,300 years ago in the Nihon Soki Chronicles of Japan. At the time, the term mermaid was not yet in use, and most records are anecdotal to report sightings of creatures resembling both fish and humans in various places. In ancient Japan, as well as in other parts of East Asia, depictions of mermaids often blurred the line between human and fish, frequently portraying them as grotesque monsters. The Middle Ages saw the spread of the legend of Yaobikuni throughout Japan, which claimed that eating mermaid flesh could grant eternal youth and longevity. In the early modern period, the image of mermaids diversified, attracting wider public interest. Mermaid mummies were exhibited in sideshows, and illustrations and literature featuring mermaids became more common. It was also during this time that the depiction of mermaids as having the upper body of a human woman and the lower body of a fish became more widely recognized. Although oh my god, it's Arnold Backlund! Although the details vary from country to country, the most common depiction of mermaids in the West likely stems from the sirens of Greek mythology, sea monsters that, over time, came to be represented as the familiar half-fish, half-human figures. These mermaids were thought to be more akin to spirits or fairies in nature, enchanting those who encountered them with their beautiful feminine appearance and singing voices. Many records of mermaid sightings by sailors during the Age of Discovery have been preserved, and some theories suggest that mermaid sightings and their associated legends may in fact have originated from a sea mammal called a dugong. Oh my gosh, Arnold Backlund, the painter of one of my most favorite works, I think Self-Portrait with Death Playing the Fiddle. Awesome. Sorry if I keep tripping over my words, I'm really excited, can you tell? Let's see. Yes. The files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. It seems you have already taken a look, but I do recommend reading them if you have the chance. They may allow you to enjoy the story even more. Words highlighted in pale blue usually indicate that there is a related entry in your files. Now then, allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kamishima, an isolated island in the waters of Ise Bay. Oh, here we go, more reading. An island situated between the Atsumi and Shima peninsulas and the most distant of the four populated islands under the administration of Toba City in Mie Prefecture. It has an area of approximately 0.7 square kilometers and a population of about 900. The island's name comes from the turtle-like shape, with kame meaning turtle in Japanese. Famous for its karst landscapes and other beautiful scenery, Kamishima is a popular location for tourists year-round. Recently, the island's youth organization has been leading a revitalization effort to boost the local economy and strengthen the community, creating an island logo and a mascot character, Kamishimaru, which are expected to bring more people to the area. I see. You will experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island, one Yuza Minakuchi. If nothing else, please remember that. Okay, I will. Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage, and do enjoy the tale. Whee! We don't get a TV this time! Last game we had a TV. This story is a work of fiction based on existing locations and legends. Please note that one of the locations that appears in this game, Kamishima, is a fictional island. I did not get to read all that. Awesome. Did you come to me, or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. The Tales of Ise, Passage 69. Nice. Kari no tsukai. August 7, 1980. Morning, Toba City, Mie Prefecture, Kamishima, Southern Sea. Alright! Right, this should do it. All good to go, Yuza? Yep. Ready as ready can be. I feel so light. I bet I could even outswim a shark. No, more than that. I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving begins today. Yuza! What a friendly looking guy. Profiles updated. 18 years old, apprentice ama diver. A young man born and raised on Kamishima. Although generally quiet and serious, he has an eccentric side that often sees him make jokes and wisecracks with a straight face, catching whoever he's talking to off guard. After losing his parents in the large-scale maritime accident 5 years ago, he was raised by his grandmother, veteran ama diver Tsuyu Minakuchi. He briefly found work at a seafood processing plant in Toba after graduating high school earlier in the year, but upon hearing that Tsuyu had injured her leg, forcing her to retire from diving and causing difficulties in her daily life, he quit his job after only 3 months and returned to Kamishima. At present, he is caring for Tsuyu while looking for work on Kamishima, and he has recently made the decision to follow in Tsuyu's footsteps and becoming ama diver himself. Although he has been unable to bring himself to enter the sea since the disaster 5 years ago, he is hoping that his previous aptitude for swimming will lend itself to a natural talent for ama diving. His current diver rank is 1. Quite an introverted as a child, he began to show a more animated side upon befriending Azami Kumoi, a boy his same age, and it eventually became a common sight to see them getting up to mischief together. Although the maritime disaster 5 years ago saw a drastic shift in the way most of the Kamishima's inhabitants treated Yuza, Azami alone continued to treat him the same. Even now, it is not uncommon for Azami to find himself caught up in Yuza's eccentric exploits, but he is always quick to laugh and follow his lead. Alright! Whoa, that sounds pretty impressive. But this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know. I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. Well, I'm glad to see you're raring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. Azami, let's get our profile. There we go. A young man born and raised on Kamishima, he has been friends with Yuza Minakuchi since childhood. He has a friendly and caring personality, and his willingness to help those around him has made him someone islanders of all ages rely on in times of need. His father was a fisherman, and he accompanied him out to sea on his boat from a very young age. As a result, he grew up never doubting that he, too, would one day become a fisherman. After his father died in a maritime disaster 5 years ago, his mother, an ama diver, took on the responsibility of raising Azami and his much younger brother on his own. Oh, I see. So both of their parents were involved in the maritime disasters. During the closed season for diving, when his mother worked on the mainland, Azami was responsible for looking after his brother. After graduating middle school, he refused his mother's suggestion to attend high school and quickly obtained a 4th-class boat pilot license while helping with fishing around the island. He is now able to take his father's small fishing boat, the Saiyan Maru, out on fishing trips on his own. He has a frank, easygoing relationship with Yuza, his childhood friend, and the two often get up to mischief together. Although he was happy for Yuza when he left to attend high school in the mainland and later found a job there, he also felt somewhat lonely. For this reason, he secretly welcomed the news that Yuza would be leaving his job and returning to Kamishima to take care of his grandmother. No need to worry, Azami. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. I'll hold you to that. We dive in. The diving minigame will now commence. Follow the instructions to get used to the controls, then press dive when you're ready. I see. Okay. So this is so much. This is a departure from the first game. We didn't have such gameplay. Of course, you still can't jump, but let's talk. Okay, Yuza, this is your first dive, so you won't want to stray too far from the boat. Remember to swim up when you want to come back to the boat. If you don't remember anything else, remember that. Whenever characters tell me to remember something in this game, I'm like, okay, I will. I have to. This is a game where you can't skimp out on details. That's why you have to read everything. Only 2 controls are needed. Look around and left click. The available action will automatically switch between swim, harvest, and return to boat, depending on the situation. Areas where sea creatures are located will be marked with exclamation point. Begin by looking around to try to locate any potential catches. Alright. Give me this. I can't get that apparently. Okay, sea urchin. Your oxygen gauge will decrease when diving. Be sure to go back to the boat before it runs out. You can return to the boat anytime by turning your viewpoint upwards and selecting return to boat. Your remaining oxygen will continue to decrease on the way back, so don't wait until it's too late. Okay. That's so limited. We ranked up though. Select the skill to increase. I would like to invest in diving. My diving stocks. Alright. That covers the basics for underwater gathering. Or play the tutorial? No, I think I'm fine. Okay. Looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you can get at this time of year is probably abalone. Snagging just one is something to be proud of. Oh, they brought back the expressions! They brought back the... They brought back the pouts! This is awesome! But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful. Okay. Ooh, okay. We already got this. We did this. Diving tips. When using the harvest action, a perfect harvest may occasionally occur, instantly depleting your target's resistance gauge with a single action. The higher your diver rank, the more likely you are to achieve a perfect harvest. Information on your catches will be recorded in your gathering log. Each catch has individual variations, and the lowest and the highest amount of points you've achieved for each catch will also be recorded. Once you record the highest and lowest limits possible for that catch, a golden star mark will be added next to those point values. Ama divers, the term ama, most often written with characters meaning sea and woman, generally refers to women who free dive for shellfish, seaweed, and other marine products. It is said that they practice free diving both to prevent overharvesting and to help protect the marine environment. Although ama divers operate in many regions in Japan, the Toba and Shima regions are known for having the highest amount of ama divers. These regions also exhibit customs unique to the area, such as the practice of carrying objects with the seiman and doman symbols to ward off misfortune. Even within Toba and Shima, rules and practices can vary greatly. For example, the practice of wearing white attire over the wetsuit is common practice only in the Shima region. Despite the high population of ama divers in Ise Bay, there are none to be found in the north of Ise City. This can be explained by the difference in the seafloor composition between the two areas. While the sandy seafloor near Ise allowed for net fishing, the rocky seafloor in the Toba and Shima areas made net fishing difficult, leading to the adoption of freediving as an alternative. Abalone harvested by ama divers in Kusaki Town and Toba has been traditionally processed into ceremonial dried goods known as noshi awabi, which are then presented as an offering at Ise Shrine. This practice is said to have originated when Yamato Hime no Mikoto, the princess who enshrined Amaterasu at Ishire's shrine was searching for a suitable food to offer to the gods. When presented with abalones by an Amadiver named Oben, the princess found them exceptionally delicious and decided that abalone would be the primary offering for the region. As a result, the Amadivers of Toba and Shima have a strong connection to the region's Shinto rituals, and there are some regions where they perform ritual dances as offerings during Shinto festivities. Note, although Hama is sometimes written with characters meaning sea and man when the diver is male, this game uses only the traditional characters of sea and woman when the language is set to Japanese. Oh, I like that note. Okay, so we got a noble scallop and a turban shell. I see. Okay. Alright. It's not like you have to master everything all at once. We can take off whenever you're ready. I see. Before I undertake this next dive, we still have plenty of time left, so feel free to dive as much as you like. You seem pretty confident, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you bring in. I know you can do anything you could put your mind to. Alright, hold on. Give me uno momento. I need to check something. I need to do something real quick. Uno momento. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Let's see. Because I realized I didn't promo when the when the stream started because I was too excited to start the game. So I'm promoting it now very belatedly, but better late than never. All right, let's dive. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this streaming thing. Okay, swim. Let's harvest. Give me that. Give me that. Okay, I need to return to boat. Go! There we go. Gathering complete. All right. Pretty good. Let's... I want to dive more. I want to dive for longer. Ooh, we can go again. Woo! Put me back in, coach. Wait. Don't get too greedy. It's dangerous to stay out until you're almost out of air. This phase. You still need some air left to make it back to the boat, after all. It's important to know when to give up the chase. I got it. Let's go! Okay. Okay, where are we going? Where are we dropping? Give me that! Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, okay. Let's go. Okay, this might be the last one. Wait, no. Go. Oh my god, no! Me on my first work day when my lungs are only 15% water. I will become a mermaid. That's the end game, I think. Okay. I'm gonna get greedy. More! Hey, dude. Try not to just swim straight for the first sea creature you lay eyes on. You never know when you might be missing a bigger catch behind you. Keep calm and take a good look around you first. Okay, bye. The children yearn for the dive. Can't really tell what's a big catch or not. Let's see here. Can you hear my rapid mouse clicking? Give me sea creature. Here. Give me this. And then this is gonna be the last one, and I have to go back up. Take me away, boss. There we go. Gathering complete. Nice. Okay. Rank up. You already know. Okay, we're dive maxing. We already got an achievement. I was told not to look at the achievements because they have spoilers. Hey, rank 5 already! You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Wait, how can you see my rank? Now all that's left is to dive to your heart's content. Just say the word when you want to head back. This entire stream is just gonna be me diving. Okay? But 99% of Ahmed divers stop right before they get the biggest catch. Let's It's just sea urchins down here, huh? Harvest. Funky beats to harvest marine products too. Okay, this is the last one, and then we gotta go up. We gotta go back up. Okay. How long should I stay here? Until I'm not able to rank up anymore. Okay. That's a good stopping point. Okay. Okay, that's all he has to say. Let's stop diving. Let's continue on with the story. Right, let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, Yuza. You managed to get a fair bit of diving in, huh? I bet you feel like you've got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diver rank's gone up at least a bit, too. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope. I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been. I guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? So, what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Hey, what's that other option? Okay, we probably have to die to see what that's about. So let's just go back. There's nothing else we can do. You got it? Kamishima Port, here we come. Oh, this map. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I get to play this game. We're just chilling. I want to see... There are characters. I've seen some of the promo. Let's see. I want to see Sato. I want to see Cersei and Avi and Tsukasa. And the guy in my thumbnail. Hey, Yusa. I took your catch to the market while you were changing. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. If you keep this up, you should be able to make a healthy profit, even with the price of gas. That's great. I'll have to keep at it then. There you are, Azami. Don't tell me you went out fishing today. Oh, Chie. that's not Azami's voice. That was me. That was me exclaiming. Oh, Chie. How's their back doing? What the hell? What's with this? Not going to get any better lounging around at home, that's for sure. More importantly, no one's meant to be taking their boats out right now because of the storm that's on the way. Don't tell me you didn't hear. Yeah, but It was more of a warning than a rule, and the weather looked fine, so I figured it was okay. You should know better than that, Azami. You youngins never listen, do you? Chie Toyama. Ooh. I love how Gen Kobayashi expresses the different features of his characters. It's something I've always liked ever since Paranormasight 1, and even in his more stylized work in The World Ends With You. More so I think in Neo, but yeah. The de facto leader of the Ama divers on Kamishima, she is a highly influential figure on the island. She married into a family on Kamishima shortly after the end of the Second World War at the age of 20, and has been working as an Ama diver for close to 40 years, rarely missing the opening day of each diving season. She has displayed a natural talent for diving ever since her days as an apprentice, coming to be known as Chie the Mermaid for the deft ease in which she moves through the water. In her heyday, she earned more money than her husband, enough to send all three of her sons to university, an achievement that she takes great pride in, and also earned her considerable authority in her household. Now, a grandmother to 7, a back injury has led to her being less active than she used to be, but she is still considered one of the most experienced divers on the island. Her graceful swimming shows no signs of decline, continuing to inspire others even now. Her estimated diver rank is... Okay, we're gonna leave. And going out with the Minakuchi boy of all things. Of all people. Oops. What a diva. I know! Actually, Hazami only took out his boat because I asked him to help out with my work. Wait a dang second. Don't tell me you went out to dive. Who's asking? I did. I did. I was thinking I could follow in Grant's footsteps and become an Ama diver. Oh my god! Absolutely not. I won't allow it. What? Why? Hughes is a member of the association, same as everyone else. As long as he follows the rules, it should be fine, right? Sure, it's rare for guys to become Ama divers, but it's not like it's forbidden or anything. That ain't what I'm talking about. I love these sprites. Oh, I love it. I love how animated they are. Pogging. Yeah. I'm saying he shouldn't be allowed in the sea. It's obscene is what it is. Excuse me? Everyone agreed to put up with him being on the island for Tsuyu's sake. But now he gets it in his head to go diving of all things. Have you no sense, boy? Seems like I'll have to have a few words with Tsuyu. You not knowing your place is going to cause everyone trouble. Yo, what? Listen up, Minakuchi boy. You better keep your head down and stay put on dry land where you belong. No more diving, you hear? Hey now, you don't think that's going a bit far? There's no need to lay into Yusa like that. Azami... What? You really don't think anything of all this? After what his mother did? Nope, not at all. Yusa hasn't done anything wrong. He was a victim of the disaster too, maybe more than anyone else. Recently, there's been this strange rumbling coming from the sea. The same rumbling as 5 years ago. Everyone's scared of what might be coming. They're bracing themselves for another big disaster. Oh, is that what you meant by the storm? The weather forecast said things are going to stay calm for a bit, though. To hell with the weather forecast. It didn't save us 5 years ago. Anyhow, You see why we've got to stay in the god of the sea's good graces. No doing anything to upset them, got it? What did my mom do? Damn! Don't let it get you down, Yuza. She isn't a bad person at heart, but the old folks here are all pretty firm in their beliefs, I guess. Yeah, it's only natural. I was kind of expecting it, to be honest. Still, I didn't think she'd get that mad. I guess they have a bigger chip on their shoulders about all this than I thought. Seems like they really think your mom was to blame for the disaster. Yeah. I'm sorry, this face is so silly. I guess wanting to get to the bottom of things there was one of my reasons for becoming a Nama diver. Files updated. Let's see. The Southern Sea Disaster. A localized storm that broke out in the sea to the south of Kamishima around 5 years ago, resulting in a maritime accident in which a total of 10 people went missing. 3 fishing vessels that had set out to sea from Kamishima were suddenly caught in an unanticipated storm and foundered, leaving all but one of the 11 fishermen and Ama divers on board missing. When the ships were later dredged up and searched, not a single body was discovered. The sole survivor was Yuza Minakuchi, who was a middle school student at the time. His parents, Tosuke Minakuchi and Mare Minakuchi, as well as Azami Kumoi's father, Kyokichi Kumoi, were among the victims. Locals in the area reportedly heard an eerie rumbling from the sea on the morning of the incident. List of casualties: medium-sized fishing vessel Dai Chikyo Maru foundered. Captain Kyokichi Kumoi and 5 crew members reported missing. Small-sized fishing vessel Omei Maru foundered. Captain Yukichi Nishikawa and 1 passenger, identity unknown, reported missing. I see. Small-sized fishing vessel Minakuchi Maru foundered. Foundered Captain Tosuke Minakuchi and 1 other crew member reported missing. 1 passenger recovered with slight injuries. Dissociative amnesia due to psychological trauma. Interesting. The sole survivor, when the boat the Minakuchi family was on was about to sink, Mare and Tosuke Minakuchi put a life buoy on their son, Yuza, and helped him escape the boat before the waves engulfed it. Despite the slim chances of survival in such a dire situation, Yuza was miraculously found drifting in the sea the next day, still wearing the life buoy, and was successfully rescued. Although he had no external injuries, the shock of the accident had left him in a state of confusion, and he has little memory of what happened at the time. After the accident plunged Kamishima into a state of deep sorrow. Fishermen and Ama divers temporarily stopped fishing to mourn, and a memorial was erected to honor the lost. Perhaps due to his memory loss, the sole survivor, Yuza, appeared relatively composed in contrast to the grief of those around him. Many found this unnerving, and Yuza became increasingly isolated from the rest of the community. Azami Kumoi, himself having lost his father in the accident, tried to support him however he could, reasoning that he was still better off than Yuza, who had lost both of his parents before his very eyes. As investigations continued, questions arose about what the Minakuchi family had been doing in the vicinity of the disaster despite not having gone out to fish. Yuza only remembered his parents telling him to come with them. The purpose of their excursion remains unclear to this day. It was not long before speculation began that Mare Minakuchi had done something to incur the wrath of the god of the sea, and the islanders, already suspicious of her due to her mysterious background, were quick to condemn her, citing the sudden, localized nature of the storm. In contrast, only words of sympathy were spoken for her husband, Tosuke. As rumors that Mare had brought disaster to Kamishima continued to spread, Yuza's grandmother, Tsuyu Minakuchi, sent him away from the island to board at a high school on the mainland. She had sensed the islanders' resentment beginning to turn towards Yuza, and hoped to shield him from becoming an even greater target of their ire. Even now, 5 years after the accident, feelings of animosity toward Mare Minakuchi remain deeply ingrained in the people of Kamishima. With the truth of the accident still shrouded in mystery, deep scars and suspicions continue to linger in the hearts of many of the islanders. I need to slow down. I'm too excited for this game. So looks like we have a very expected amount of misogyny, which I assume will be it will be addressed because of the nature of ama divers being profiles, of the nature of ama divers being primarily women. I feel like that's more or less gonna factor into things, right? Ooh, Yuza Minakuchi's mother, having gone missing in the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster 5 years ago, she was declared dead a year later after search parties found no sign of her. More than 20 years ago, Mare Somekawa arrived on Kamishima with no possessions to her name, expressing that she had taken a liking to the local environment and wanted to move there. However, she remained tight-lipped about her background, only revealing that she was from a small town out in the mountains and that she had to leave her home. She had to leave her home for undisclosed reasons. And although her request to move to Kamishima was accepted, many islanders remained suspicious of her. After settling on the island, she showed an interest in the ama lifestyle and eventually took it up after displaying a talent for freediving, with Tsuyu Minakuchi acting as her instructor. During this time, she grew close to Tosuke Minakuchi, Tsuyu's only son, and eventually married him a few years later. The two would go on to have a son of their own, whom they named Yuza. Despite this, Mara was unable to fully shake the air of mystery that surrounded her, and many islanders continued to question whether her presence on the island might cause trouble down the line. Something of a free spirit, her nonconformist ways and somewhat naive personality meant that she was often absent from local activities, leading to further criticism from a portion of the population. Some also reported frequently spotting her wandering the island after she first moved there, seemingly looking for something, or catching sight of her doing something on the shore in the middle of the night. Fortunately, her mother-in-law, Tsuyu Minakuchi, was a person of no small influence on Kamishima, and no one dared to openly persecute Mara under Tsuyu's watchful eye. The three generations lived peacefully under the same roof for more than 10 years, until the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster tore them apart. Since her disappearance in the disaster 5 years prior, a growing number of people have accused her of somehow being responsible, citing her various instances of suspicious behavior as justification. Alright. I see. Yeah, everyone's been avoiding the topic until now, but that can't go on forever. Hey, you two! Oh! Sorry. Oh, it's Kiko. Yeah, you two over there. Could I get some help with this? Whoa, with these boxes here? I need to get them to the warehouse. Wow, Kikuko Tsutsui. Oh my gosh, hello. Ah, she's so pretty. Profiles updated. I love reading. A woman born and raised on Kamishima, unmarried. She's known for her friendly, sociable nature and almost sisterly tendency to look after others, both of which make her a familiar face to many on the island. Ever since her school days, Kikuko harbored a strong desire to leave Kamishima and make a life for herself elsewhere. While most of her classmates began working as ama divers following graduation from middle school, she decided to enroll in a boarding school as a first step towards fulfilling this goal, going on to graduate from a junior college in Aichi Prefecture and then finding a job in general administration at a company in Ise City. Pretty lady! Indeed. However, because her assigned work consisted only of unfulfilling menial tasks like pouring tea and answering calls, she left after only 1 year. She changed jobs repeatedly over the following years, but found no further luck in subsequent workplaces. Eventually, recognizing that success as an ama diver is determined solely by the extent of one's physical prowess and ingenuity, she came to find the idea of such work appealing, and moved back to Kamishima 4 years ago. Despite her late start as an ama diver compared to her peers, she leveraged her high athletic ability, a talent which even saw her start in the national athletic meet during her school days, and her innate knack for analytical thinking and research to consistently turn out good results, and she has since earned the respect of even the veteran ama divers of the island. Her estimated diver rank is 41. Kikuko has had scant luck with men, having been introduced to several potential partners only to be turned down by all of them. Her parents, anxious for her future, worry that the large birthmark on her face is to blame, but Kikuko herself remains unfazed, citing her lack of interest in marriage as the primary cause. something which has caused them no end of concern. Although she endeavored to hide her birthmark with makeup while at school and during her time as an office worker, she has since embraced it, proudly proclaiming it to be her symbol. Okay. Okay, I see. Obvious conclusion is obvious. I was told this game was more Euroful than Yaoi-ful, compared to the last game, which was kind of Yaoi-ful, to a certain extent. Thanks. I knew I could rely on you youngins to help out. Youngins? You're a youngin too, Kikuko. Oh my god, her name is so hard to pronounce. Oh, how kind. Pretty sure you're the only ones who'd say that, though. I was told out of nowhere to make sure anything valuable was stowed away just in case a storm hits. What a pain. Okay, so this is interesting. I read a lot of promotional material for this game because of course why wouldn't I? I noticed that like they talked about making their sprites so that they weren't mirrored. And I can see that with her birthmark, so it isn't just like a flipped sprite when she turns the other way. I love noticing small things like this. Mermaid Yuri, peaceful coexistence. Yeah. I love her. I love her already. So you're getting ready for the storm too? Yep. Pretty silly when the weather's this good, huh? It's not like I can say no, though. Speaking of pains, I overheard Chie giving you an earful just now. Are you seriously planning on becoming an Ama diver, Yuzu? Well, that was the plan, but it's looking like I might be forced into retirement before I even begin. Why now? Didn't you come back here to look after Tsuyu? Yes, but I still have to work, and I've always been interested in Ama diving. Gran was also pretty down about no longer being able to dive, so I thought it might cheer her up a bit. Ah, so you want to follow in Tsuyu's footsteps. Still, you must have noticed that everyone was on edge just at the thought of you coming back here. If they hear you went diving, there'll likely be a bit of an uproar. I noticed the hair is mirrored, but like they draw the traits, distinguishable traits on the right side. Yep, I can speak. Are they really that set against Yuza going in the sea? I've never heard anyone say anything like that. Well, they don't say it where you can hear it. Everyone loves you here, and they know you're close with Yuza. They probably feel they can't be that tough on him with you around. What was that? Oh, never mind. Forget I said anything. I love it when they cut to Yuza just looking like this. I can't deny there's been this creepy rumbling coming from the sea recently, though. It's no wonder everyone's unnerved. If some sort of disaster does end up happening again and Yuza gets caught doing something he wasn't meant to, that'll probably be it for him. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Do people seriously believe Yuza's mom caused that storm? Everyone suffered because of it, including Yuza's family. It's so stupid. Hey, I honestly think it's stupid too. But the truth is, there are a bunch of people who believe it. So, making a fuss about it isn't going to get you anywhere, right? Besides, even if the storm doesn't come in the end, a different kind of storm may already be brewing. A different kind of storm? Well, you shouldn't have any trouble if you keep your head down. Just be good and do what you're told, and no one will get on your case, yeah? Give me a break! Why's he gotta keep his head down here? He was born and raised in Kamishima just like everyone else! Hey, getting mad at me won't change anything. If it upsets you that much, why don't you leave? Leaving a place like this behind might be for the best, don't you think? Maybe, but I can't just ask my gran to move somewhere else at her age. Then you'll just have to put up with it. If you want to blame anyone, blame your mom. Did his mom even do anything 5 years ago? No one wants to tell us anything. No idea. I only came back here after the disaster, so I don't know what happened at the time. Mr. Wakamura always seems like he knows more than he lets on, though. Now that I think about it, why don't you just ask Tsuyu what she knows? Tsuyu? I've already asked Gran about it countless times. She says she doesn't know anything. And you don't think that's a bit suspicious? If anyone knows something, it'd be her, right? You might be right. She is pretty hard to read. I wouldn't be able to tell if she was hiding something anyway. Anyway, I do feel bad for you, but you've just gotta grin and bear it. For everyone's sake, eh? Thanks for the help, you two. Try to stay out of trouble, okay? Bye! Kikuko really seemed like she didn't know anything, huh? But fucks are way more on edge than I thought. Yeah, I've gotten the sense I'm not exactly welcome here ever since I came back. But I didn't think that trying to make a living here would lead to that much backlash. I didn't realize everyone disliked my mom quite that much, or that they were so suspicious of her. Seems like the timing wasn't great either. Everyone's wound up about these ill omens that are happening right now. Wound. Still, I'm sure now that my mom must have had some sort of secret, and I'm almost certain it had to do with what we're looking into. If everyone hears that I went diving today, it might prompt people to start talking about what happened 5 years ago. True. If there's any time to ask about your mom, it's now. I think we should see what Old Man Wakamura and Tsuya have to say about all this, too. Yeah. Assuming Gran agrees to talk about it anyway. Do we think Yuza's dying at the end of the prologue? However... Oh. That night would see unprecedented calamity descend upon Kamishima. What are you doing over there, Gran? This is where it's hidden. Hidden? What is? What Mare, your mother, left us. Oh, that's the opening! What? What? Gran? Tsuyu, what's wrong? Oh, it's going on by itself. Oh my god! No way. Even Chie? Oh man. Wait, why is it all women? It's all women! What the hell is happening? It's all women! Wait. What? Yuza, your head, it's... Oh my god. It's all women. And Yuza. Which may be all women. It depends. We'll have to see. Hello, storyteller! Well done in your efforts thus far. I regret to say that, even if you continue down this path, you will be helpless to prevent the mysterious attack that befell Kamishima. Yuza Minakuchi's bleak fate will likewise remain unchanged. If I may, perhaps it would be prudent to ignore this route for now and turn your attention elsewhere. Once you have found a way to proceed, you may return here to confirm the results for yourself. Yuza chance femme confirmed. Yeah, literally! From here, you will return to your first diving experience, from which you may seek another way forward. If I may, I suspect you might be overlooking something important in those sunken depths. I advise you to take a closer look behind you on your next dive. Oh, and another thing. I recommend saving manually once you resume your journey. If you fail to find another way forward, it will provide an excellent point from which to try again. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. The children yearn for the dives. Alright. It's funny that I was like, do you guys think Yusa's gonna die at the end of this? And then it just showed the opening where he dies at the end of it. Alright, so I look behind me. I look behind. Hey? What's that? Oh boy, I sure hope nothing scary is here. Hey man, I don't think I should be going down here. Hmm? Hey. Hey? What the hell is that? Hey man. No! Get away from me! The opening! The opening! I'm so scared of yelling during streams, because what if it peaks? Ayo Subnautica 3. I'll take your word for it. It's messed up that, like, all of the women died. Whoa. Deep sea apparition. Dive failed. Excuse me? I was told. Stop diving? Wait, hold on. Okay. Reload. Okay. You can experience all the content in the game without ever reloading. Isn't that such a nice design? Okay. So let's go back here. Let's just get one. Let's get that. Okay. I think it's the same thing. It might be the same thing, no? Okay. What the hell is that? Okay, so it's just the opening again. Okay. What's... Okay, it's the opening again. Oops. Sorry, the opening music goes really hard. that's the... Yep, that's definitely why I did that. Oh my gosh. Dive failed. Okay, retry. So what do we do? Am I able to look up? Oh, that's no longer an option. Okay. Going down there is no longer an option, I think. Huh. I guess we can just talk to Azami about it, huh? No, we can't. We can't look up. Wait, what? What? Oh! Oh, it's dive failed. I thought we were gonna like... Okay. I thought we were gonna get like a cool, we were gonna get like a cool... What's it called? Like, you know how in Club Penguin... Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. It's nothing like Club Penguin. Oh no, like the secret spots in Club Penguin. You know? Do you get it? I don't know what I'm saying. This the last one. Okay, we go back up. Even better the second time, exactly. Gathering complete. Hell yeah. Okay, Let's invest into swimming. Hey dude. Can I talk? Can I talk about what I saw? Keep calm and take a... No, no, I saw something scary. Well, I guess I didn't. Okay, what do I do here? Keep calm and take a good look around you first. Closer look behind you. Seek another way forward. How? Okay, seek another way forward. Can I swim past? Or will the bubbles get me? Oh wait, what's this? Oh, it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. What is this? I have to return to boat. God damn it. That rock got in the way. I'm about to lose oxygen. I'm lightheaded. Ah! Nothing gathered. Unreal, not the Unreal Engine engraved rock. I can't believe it. In 1980s? Azabi, can we talk about the elephant in the room? Okay. Does it keep my progress from the harvest? Okay, hold on. Let's check. God damn it! Okay. Well, we're not getting Unreal Engine today. Let's just harvest a few things so we can level up. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. We're gonna be here. I want to discover Unreal Engine in 1980. In the 1980s. Then everyone on Kamishima will finally love me and stop blaming me for something that my mother didn't even do. Okay, let's level up. We're gonna level up. Oh dang, okay. We're gonna keep diving. 99% of AMA divers stop before they get the biggest haul. Give me. Yeah. Okay. Would you guys do this? Would you guys do this? Would you guys do this with me? Would you guys go diving with me? What else? What else am I looking for? Okay, return to boats. R.I.P. You missed the user becomes a founding partner of Epic Mega Games route. Yeah. I'm nothing. I didn't even level up! Oh my gosh, dive. The thing is, how am I meant to harvest Unreal Engine before the oxygen runs out? Because I'm already max diving skills. But then again, perfect harvests are more probable once the more you level up. Over here. Yeah, see? I want that critical hit on marine products. What is the meta? What is the meta for this? How can I min-max PARANORMASIGHT 2 diving minigame? Ooh, what's that? Hey! Okay, swim faster, returns the boat faster. Okay. We're gonna go diving again. We're gonna spend all our time here. Begin. Okay. My mother is down there waiting for me, trust. I have to free her. I have to free her. This really is just a chillax stream. Okay, Google. How do I stack enough poise on my diver to crit Unreal Rock? Who is getting the Ama Diver ID in Limbus? Dude. Oh my god. Do I have to keep diving? Oh, maybe I don't yearn for the mines anymore. I don't yearn for the mines anymore. Oh, what is this? I am over harvesting. I'm going to cause insane ecological damage if you don't let me harvest that Unreal Rock. That is a threat. That is a threat. Give me this. Give me this. I will be the reason our waters are facing extreme damage because I'm greedy. I'm Mr. Epic Games. Okay, let's see. Okay, we ranked up. Easier time. Okay. I love the ecosystemic destabilization route. Yep, that's me. That's why they hate me on this island. They hate me. Cause I'm over harvesting the waters and ruining the beautiful nature. I wish I could catch the fish. That was perfect harvest. Nice. Okay. Okay. More. Okay. Gathering is kind of OP. Gathering OP. Where else do I go? I don't really see anything else. Wow. Okay. Let's see. The leveling is getting steeper. That's okay though. Watch this not even be like the way to go about it. And that storyteller comes back and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like genuinely, what the fuck are you doing? All you've been doing is diving. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't know how to interpret your instructions. I'm kinda stupid. You should know this about me if like you went if we met before, which we did, by the way. I miss you. I miss you. Where else? Where else? Let's check on the Unreal Engine rock. Never mind. We go back. Okay. This is so difficult. Can anyone please help me budget my time underwater? 99% of the time is spent on unlocking Unreal Lock. Unreal Rock, hello? over here. Whoa, what's this? I got something rare. Maybe now Kamishima will love me. The entire island will love me. They'll forgive me for sins I didn't commit. Let's see. This is the last one. Return to boat. But what happens if I drown? Have you ever considered that? Dude, fuck yes. Fuck yes, I'm about to get so much money. I'm gonna get so much money. And everyone will love me. And they'll be like, Yuza, we were so wrong. I can't fucking get this. I can't. Let me get this. Yuza, we were wrong about you. Forgive us. And I'd be like, heh, I forgive you. Everyone makes mistakes. It is a good thing that I am so kind and I will forgive you. I'm saying things because I'm so bored. Luckily all the animals came back though. There's so much. Okay, return to boat. Let's get to level 10. Oh, there we go. Hello. I want to... Yes, I want to put stocks into gathering. Okay. Surely we can reach like 1,000 at a certain point, right? Let me try my hand. Let me try my hand at this rock. Let me... Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Oh my god, please, please, please. What is this? Okay, well, I unlocked the Unreal Engine thing. I'm not sure what it does. We can ask me about it, can't we? Nothing gathered. Hey, dude. Whoa, is that an abalone? That's amazing. You really are the patron saint of diving. Rank 9 already. You're doing great. Keep up. Okay. Dude! Say something! God damn it. What is that? Okay, do I have to look around the other... Because it did show the other sides, I think? Like, there's something else? No, it's just these. Okay, whatever. But seriously, what the heck? What the heck is this? Abalone, 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 abalone. Me. Yes. This is gonna be a really funny route back since I circled around this rock. Okay, return to boat. Oh, never mind. It just does that instead. You have to understand, I'm trying so hard. Let's save. Okay. Dive. Done. Why am I running out of oxygen so fast? I feel like I just dived in. I want rope that does that. Something, something. I'm about to use a phrase wrong. Non-Euclidean rope. I don't know what any word means ever. Whoa. Where are we going? What if Storyteller just sends me on a wild goose chase? Nice, new record though. Okay. Swimming. What can we do though? Okay, hold on. Let me save and then we'll go back and see what happens. Right? Right? Let's look at the Okay, so there's still one that I've not been able to capture. Scary. Okay. Oh my gosh, my alarm. Did you feel any different now? You feel exactly the same. Oh, there we go. I forgot. Asami? Before we head back, could we talk for a bit? Sure. What's up? So, when I was diving just now, a giant hole in the seabed you'd never heard of before? Yeah. The rocks around it looked like they'd only recently collapsed. So I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Now that you mention it, there was a pretty big earthquake around here about 3 months ago. Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, that's right. That would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole in the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to try to take a look inside? It'd be pretty dangerous, but I guess I might, yeah? Right? So I went closer to try and get a better look. Did you see anything? Well, when I looked down into the hole, a ghost or something that looked just like me suddenly rose up from the depths. A ghost that looked like you? It swam towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand something to me. Or maybe it was trying to tell me something? Man. What did you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. I felt like I couldn't resist, somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and a lack of proper vigilance. It sounds like there wasn't much you could do about it, though. But wait, wasn't that a failed dive? Hey, Yuza? That thing you ran into. Do you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? Tomokazuki? Huh? You never heard of it? Well, I guess not even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar, though. The Tomokazuki is a sort of ghost story around these parts. The story goes that sometimes when diving, an Ama diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. The other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. something they want. And when the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs them and drags them to the bottom of the sea. What? That's scary. But wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. Maybe it forgot it at home or something. At home, huh? The abalone? Yeah, the abalone. Maybe I left it at home. Huh. Maybe the Tomokazuki is more careless than the legends let on. You're pretty forgetful though, so maybe it became such a perfect copy that it imitated that aspect of you as well. Oh, that damn Tomokazuki knows my every weakness. Now that you mention it though, I think I do remember that story from when I was younger. I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? No worries. It was a while ago, you know? So, did anything happen after you took its hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. I thought maybe I'd blacked out due to a lack of oxygen and it had been some sort of hallucination. I see. Yeah, I guess that's possible. But if that's the case, that means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw. That would be super embarrassing. Some people do say that the Tomokazuki legends might have come about because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal even if it was a hallucination. The most important thing is that you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. By the way, you know those symbols on your diving gear? Symbols? Yep. Seiman and Doman. The ama divers around here all have them somewhere on their outfits. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But if I ran into a Tomokazuki just now, wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe, but it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. The sea is a dangerous place, even without the Tomokazuki around. Things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see. So without this charm, I really could have been attacked by a shark. But I had it then. Seriously, a shark would have been no laughing matter. Let's see. A long time ago, in a small village on one of the islands of the Ise Sea, there lived a young ama diver, known for her exceptional swimming skills. One day, the wind was strong and the waves were higher than usual. Undeterred by the turbulent weather, the young diver dove into the sea, but couldn't find even the smallest shell to bring back, let alone any abalone. Determined to find something, she dove even deeper into the ocean, until she paused, sensing a presence behind her. Turning, she felt an undeniable sense that someone was watching her from a shadowy crevice in the rock. Finding this strange, she ventured closer, only to come face to face with a diver who looked exactly like her. As she floated there, stunned, the other diver extended her hand. In it was an abalone, larger than any she had ever seen. The young diver was mesmerized. She had to have that abalone, no matter what. She reached out her hand to take it. Suddenly, when her fingers were mere inches away from the abalone, the other diver's hand shot out and grasped her arm. Shocked, the young diver frantically struggled to pull away, but it was too late. Slowly, inevitably, she was dragged down into the depths of the ocean. Over time, this being came to be known as Tomokazuki. Together, diver. Due to it taking on an identical appearance to its victims, divers are warned never to accept Tomokazuki's offerings in the depths, lest they suffer the same fate. The Tomokazuki is still greatly feared by ama divers in modern times. The seimen and doman symbols inscribed on items they take with them when diving are charms said to protect them from it. Protective symbols, okay. Star-shaped symbol is known as seiman, and the lattice-like symbol is known as doman. The two symbols are often embroidered side by side or drawn on clothing using purple dye made from shells. Okay. Something I noticed was when we dove into the water, the hole looked like the background that Seiman is in front of when he talks to us. So I'm wondering, are we somehow the Tomokazuki? Are we... Like, since this is so far-fetched, I always go all out with these theories and they always end up being wrong. But it's like, when Yuzu said he doesn't remember anything, that could be like a plausible enough reason to allow him to roam around without like any sort of suspicion arising, because like of course he wouldn't remember. He has like he has dissociative amnesia. I'm thinking. Or maybe 5 years ago, the Tomokazuki got him. See, I'm already off in the deep end. Hey, Azami, about the Tomokazuki just now. Yeah? Oh, you think it has anything to do with what we were looking into? What's that? Recollection. Whoa! Wait, this is so cool. This is a new thing. Whoa! Oh! Whoa! My apologies for the interruption. I'd like to take this chance to inform you about a unique ability of yours, the recollection feature. But to make things clear, I must first tell you about the story chart. From here on, you will return to this screen, the story chart, at breaks in the story. You see, the story you will witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. The screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things, as well as select where you wish to proceed to next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, that indicates it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when a recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock a new chapter, a past recollection chapter for you to experience. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Once you have unlocked such a chapter, it will become available in the story chart for you to peruse as you wish. This ability will be key in unraveling the tale before you, so do be sure to press the recollection button when you see it come up. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Okay, so who are we? Who are we? Okay, we can't access the story chart right now, but who are we? That storyteller is talking to. It's too early to guess. If so, could your mom have become an ama diver because she wanted to find the Tomokazuki? But she wouldn't have worn something with this charm on it if that were true, right? Good point. Is that all you wanted to talk about? Mada aru. No, there's more. Actually, this might be the most important part. I realize there's something I need to do after this. Something really important. Hey! So you found a lead down there after all? I'm serious. If I don't pull this off, something terrible is gonna happen. Hey, I believe you. Go on. Tell me everything. Whoa! Oh! Oh, ooh, underwater gathering. So, this one's just the mini game. Memories of last... Let's check the recollection. Kante Kisho ruins. I see. If you say you want to be an Ama diver, then of course you got my full support. Ally? But something tells me you're not just doing this for Tsuyu. People are bound to talk if you become an Ama diver here. You must have some other reason. One big enough to risk everyone running their mouths. I knew I couldn't hide anything from you, Azami. Wouldn't take me even 0.2 seconds to see through one of your lies. So, what's up? Tell me everything. Hey, Azami. What I'm about to say is going to sound pretty crazy. You still want to hear it? Sure. Bring it on. Thanks. I'll come right out and say it, then. I'm looking for a mermaid, and I need to find one by tomorrow. Oh, a mermaid, huh? And by tomorrow, at that? That's gonna be tough. I'm being serious. In fact, I've never been more serious. I really do have to find a mermaid by tomorrow. I can tell you're not joking by the look on your face. You've got some sort of reason for saying this, right? Go on. I'm listening. Thanks, Azami. Is it okay if I talk a little about the disaster 5 years ago? The disaster, if you're okay with it, sure. I was in middle school at the time, and my parents had taken me out into the bay on a little fishing boat. This massive storm came out of nowhere and sank all 3 fishing boats that got caught up in it. I was the only one who survived. Yeah, it was really terrible. So, what about the disaster did you want to talk about? Well, I've recently started to remember some things about what happened. For real? I know your memories of the disaster were kind of hazy due to the shock. Okay, you don't have to look too excited about it. But it's great that you're starting to remember. Oh, but... I guess it's not exactly something you'd want to remember, huh? Sorry for getting all fired up. Thank you. At least you realized it after the fact. It's okay. It actually hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's just that the things I've remembered are a bit strange, so I couldn't bring myself to say anything. Sorry for keeping quiet up to now. Strange, huh? Well, I can see why you'd want to keep it to yourself, all things considered. Don't sweat it. So, about the accident. When we ran into the storm, our boat got caught in a whirlpool and started to sink. My parents gave me a life buoy and lowered me into the water. They were frantic, and I was too stunned to do anything but go along with what was happening. I can imagine. That must have been really scary. The waves were knocking me around, so it took everything I had just to hold onto the buoy. In the end, I just watched as the boat was swallowed by the water. I couldn't do anything else. It wasn't anything you could have done. It wasn't your fault, Musa. But right after that, this huge wave came crashing down on me. And I got dragged down into the depths of the sea, life buoy and all. Huh? You got pulled under? But I thought... Yeah. Up until now, I thought I managed to miraculously stay afloat until I got rescued. But I remember now. I was pulled down underneath the waves. I remember being caught in a current and tossed all about underwater. I couldn't breathe. I was so sure I was going to die there. But then someone grabbed my hand. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? I was barely conscious by that point, so it's not like I saw them clearly or anything. But I'm certain someone was there with me. Someone who grabbed hold of me and pulled me to safety. And from what I remember... You're saying they were a mermaid? Exactly. So you were saved by a mermaid? I'm sure of it. And it looks exactly what first comes to mind when you hear the word mermaid. A real mermaid, huh? But it was a really extreme situation, so it's entirely possible I was just seeing things. Which would mean I called you out here just to talk to you about some hallucination I had. And if that's the case, I'm going to be super embarrassed. I think him being forgetful leads him to, like, keep repeating the same things all the time. Awesome. I mean, you're standing here talking to me now, right? So you must have gotten out of this situation somehow. And I can't imagine any normal person being able to stay afloat in a storm like that, let alone managing to save someone. Same. You'd have to be some sort of superhuman or something. Or not human at all. Man, who would have guessed there were mermaids here in Ise? If I really was saved by a mermaid, I owe them my life. I'd like to thank them in person, if possible. Makes sense. So that's why you're looking for them, huh? Well, if we manage to find them, I gotta thank them for saving you too. So I was thinking of heading to where the disaster happened, and diving there to see if I can find anything. Wait. Are you sure? You almost died there. I'll be fine. In fact, since I've never gone near there since the disaster happened, I was also thinking I'd like to do something to honor my parents and your dad's memory. Yeah, I'd like to at least offer flowers, if nothing else. The others... Oh, whoa, I skipped that accidentally. The others here have always kept their distance, but it's not like going there is forbidden or anything. Let's do it. Thanks, Azami. I owe you one. But there's no guarantee that the mermaid will still be around there, right? I'm thinking it'd be good to have more of a lead before we head out there. About that, do you mind if I say something crazy? Again? Sure, what's up? You remember my mom, right? Of course I remember Mrs. Mare. Well, she wasn't originally from Kamishima, but she met my dad when she moved here and ended up marrying him. But even to me, she never seemed to really fit in here. Well, I can't really disagree there. She never spoke to me much either. Some people even outright told me not to talk to her, you know? Said she was suspicious because we didn't know anything about her. Stuff like that. I guess that's understandable. She didn't really involve herself in community activities, and almost never participated in local events. It felt like she was always keeping her distance from the other islanders somehow. 20 years here and she was still considered an outsider. Yeah, I never knew how to bring it up to you, but I always kind of wondered. Was there some sort of reason for that? Not as far as I know. Dad and Gran never seemed to mind, so I figured that's just how she was. But looking back at things now, it was pretty weird. Well, I guess even I thought she was a bit of an oddball at times. You say that, but I think you're getting to be pretty similar to her. What? Really? Yep. What's that saying? Marching to the beat of your own drum? You're both like that. Really? I never realized. What the heck? I've been so blind. A blind fool! Yep, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Huh? He's a little silly. But why'd you bring your mom up all of a sudden? Well, looking back now, there were a few things that always bothered me. Oh? General neurodivergent story, let's go! Real? For a start, no one ever told me where my mom was from. She was also a natural at ama diving, but I never saw her eat any seafood. And sometimes at night, she'd suddenly say she wanted to go out looking she wanted to go look at the sea before going out and not coming back for hours. My dad does this all the time. It's not that serious. I'd be awake at 1 a.m. and then I'd see my dad like wake up and go out the door, fishing rod in hand, and he's like, "I'm gonna go out fishing." And I was like, okay. He did that like pretty regularly. He'll just go fishing at night. I'm not really sure why. The fish will be there. Or maybe it's easier to catch them when they're sleeping. Huh. I guess that is all pretty weird, yeah? That's not all. When I was sorting through my mom's belongings, I found this. We usually keep it in the family altar, but I brought it along today to show you. What's that? A fish scale? It's huge. It's gotta be at least 7 or 8 centimeters long. Oh. I always just figured she'd held on to it because it was a rare find. Maybe his mom is a Tomokazuki, right? That's what I was thinking. Or like a mermaid. You know, because I guess Yuza also has that like element of like, oh, you're such a natural diver, blah 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 blah. Who knows? But once I remembered the mermaid, I began to wonder. What fish could this scale have come from? And why was my mom holding on to it? Whoa. Hold it right there. You're not saying... I am. The mermaid who rescued me back then was... my mom! I think it was my mom. What do you think? I don't know. It's pretty out there. Could that even be possible? So your theory is your mom used to be a mermaid, but she became a human so she could live among us? Yeah. Yeah, but she turned back into a mermaid when the disaster happened and wasn't able to come back afterwards. How does that sound? I don't know. But after hearing your story, I can't just dismiss it out of hand either. If that's really the case, and my mom really is still out there in the sea somewhere, even if in a different form, I was thinking it'd be nice if I could see her again. It might be because they're still treated as missing instead of dead, but it still hasn't really sunk in that my parents are gone. I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my pops is just going to show up at home again like nothing ever happened. Though, even if your mom's alive, I guess it'd be hard for her to show up if she's back in her mermaid form now. If my mom really does have some sort of connection to mermaids, then maybe that was the reason she never really fit in here. It might help clear up any mistaken impressions the others have of her anyway. I see. So you think that by trying out ama diving, like your mom did, you might be able to find something out. And maybe if you're lucky, you'll run into a mermaid in the process. Yeah. And if I really am descended from mermaids somehow, it's possible that diving might awaken something in me. Oh, right. I hadn't thought of that. Stop it with the sad-ass music! I'm already sad as is! I guess if your legs suddenly become fins, we'll know for sure you're a second-generation mermaid. Okay. I think I've gotten the gist of what you want to do now. Thanks for understanding, Azami. I haven't been happy with how people have been treating you ever since the disaster, either. And what they say about your mom. If there's anything I can do to clear the air, I want to help. Thanks. I appreciate it. Though I don't know how people will react if you suddenly start talking about mermaids. It might be best to keep quiet about that part for now and just say you're looking into your mom. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be best. Okay, now we've got that settled. How about we head out tomorrow morning? Hold on. OBS just said something scary to me. Hello? It said it disconnected. Hello? 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 Okay. I think it's fine. Sorry. I can't say anything right now. If we manage to find one, I'll explain everything. I promise. Well, as long as you tell me later, it's all good. Stream is cutting about? I think it's back. Okay. We're so back. Maybe? Yes? Okay. We're good, I think. Okay. Oh, here's an idea. If you're in that much of a rush, how about we talk to Tsukasa and Sato? Maybe they'll be able to help out. I wonder. It would be nice to have more help. Would they even believe me? The whole thing is pretty crazy after all. Besides, Tsukasa's going back to the mainland soon. I'd hate to bother her now. True. Still, knowing Tsukasa, she might be surprisingly on board with the whole thing. See? I knew he'd be here! Well, speak of the devil. When did you two get here? Oh? Talking about something you didn't want us to hear, were you? Boys will be boys, I guess. Oh, she's so cute! Tsukasa ao. Awao. Awao. A girl born and raised on Kameshima, she has a bright, friendly nature and an inquisitive personality. Currently in her second year of high school, she boasts excellent grades and a sharp intuition. She has been staying at a relative's house in Ise City since last year in order to attend an all-girls high school on the mainland, and is currently back on Kameshima for summer break. Despite this, she frequently makes trips back to the island on weekends, and has been trying her hand at other underwater gatherings since the current diving season began, having long been interested in the ama lifestyle. Her estimated diver rank is 6. However, her teachers have been strongly encouraging her to aim for a national university. She has been friends with Azami Kumoe and Yuza Minakuchi since childhood, their close rapport making up for their difference in academic years, and it was more common to find her playing with the two boys than with girls her own age up until middle school. However, since leaving the island to attend high school, she has grown more conscious of their age difference, and has put some distance between herself and them. She hit it off immediately with Sato Shiranami, a girl who came to Kameshima to lodge with the Wakamuras a few months ago, and was looking forward to showing her around the island and helping her adapt to life there whenever she returns home. 18 years ago, her still pregnant mother, Nagisa Awao, moved to Kameshima alone before giving to birth to Tsukasa shortly afterwards. Tsukasa subsequently grew up in a single-mother household. Although she used to occasionally ask her mother about her father, her questions were always evaded, so she has since stopped inquiring. However, the fact that her mother never seems to have any financial difficulty despite not working has led her to quietly suspect he might still be involved in some way. That is a curious last name. I forgot to look at the kanji when looking at her. Hey, you've got us all wrong. We weren't talking about anything like that. Yeah, You've got to hear me out, Tsukasa. I was powerless to resist. I refused at first, but Azami insisted and... What? Oh? Tell me more. You might as well admit it, Yuza. And Sato, what's with the sudden keen interest? Sato Shiranami. Huh. A mysterious girl currently lodging with Shinobu Wakamura, a local Kamishima magnate. Roughly 3 months ago, Sato suddenly arrived on Kamishima claiming she was the child of a relative of the Wakamuras. She showed no sign of attending school or doing any sort of work, instead spending her days holed up in the Wakamura household, leading many islanders to wonder just who she is and what she's doing here. Those who know about Wakamura's high-interest moneylending behind the scenes speculate that she might be the daughter of one of his borrowers, sent to work as a domestic servant to pay off a debt. But Sato herself is extremely easygoing and doesn't seem to be bothered by the endless rumors. A huge television fan, she spends much of her spare time glued to the set in the Wakamura household, with her most recent obsessions being soap operas and 2-hour thrillers. However, she isn't all that fond of period dramas. She's good friends with Tsukasa Ao, who is close to her in age, and the two can often be seen enjoying themselves, wandering the island together. I see. Everyone's younger than I expected. Let's all calm down, okay? It's not like that. We were having a perfectly normal conversation. Yeah, sure. Anyway. Hey, don't just brush me off! You're getting pretty worked up, Azami. Don't act all innocent. You're the one who caused this mess, you know. Sorry to interrupt your fun, but I really did have something to say. Folks are worried you haven't showed up to the Folks are worried you haven't showed up to the association meeting, Azami. You should probably get going. Oh, damn! The meeting! It totally slipped my mind. Sorry, Yuza. I gotta go for now, but I'll get in touch later. No problem. Thanks for coming, even though you're so busy. I guess we'll be on our way too, then. Sorry, but we've got some important business of our own to handle. We won't be able to help out with whatever you're up to. Oh, hello. Ah, okay. She has such a cute smile. So, did you hear what we were talking about? Only the part where my name came up. I didn't want to be nosy, though. I see. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here to get Azami. I don't know what you guys are up to, but you've piqued my interest. Be sure to tell me all about it later, okay? Anyway, see you later. Come on, Sato. Roger. Oh, one more thing. You better not forget about the day after tomorrow. Tell Azami he'd better remember, too. Sure, I'll tell him later. Ooh. Let's go for another recollection. Sato! Sato! You got a sec? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this. She's so cute! Sure, what's up? If you've got a problem, leave it to me. Kamishima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia. Talking. Wow, that's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although I think the walking, talking kinda implies you're living already. Either way, I hope you can help. You know that even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I've got to help you, Tsukasa. Right. But you're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, so please don't go dying on me. Thanks for being there for me, though. Come on, let's go somewhere with no one else around then. Pardon me a moment, young ladies. Yes? You mean us? Yes, sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions. Oh, are you here sightseeing?
Welcome to Kamishima!
I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. We're looking for the Wakamura residence. Would you happen to know where it is?
The Wakamura residence? May I ask who you are?
Oh, of course. Please, pardon my manners. My name is Yume Koshiki, a housewife from over in Tokyo.
Oh, a housewife.
And this here is Sodo Kiryu. He's something like an assistant to me. My pleasure. Let's see, a housewife from Tokyo who came to Kamishima to visit Wakamura. A man who visited Kamishima alongside Yume Koshiki. You see, they don't have very long profiles, do they?
Oh, you must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you?
Ah, so it was that way. Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here. With so many recollections. Believe it or not. Oh, hi. Oh, that's a dead body. Oh, okay. Awesome, okay. Believe it or not, we've been running all around the region. We're quite used to the area now.
Got it! Take care then.
Ma'am? Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later. We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping you.
Huh. Those two had a really strange vibe. The old man sure gets some unusual guests. Yeah, there is something about them. Don't you think that's the kind of aura that sorcerers would give off?
Why is Kanto 8 pipe twink with her? Excuse me?
I know what you're getting at. I heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying that old man Wakamura has been super reliant on some shady sorcerer lately. Oh, it's him! The single most influential person on Kamishima. Although born to an ordinary fishing family on the island, he entered his 20s during the post-war economic boom. And through tireless work and juggling multiple side jobs, he managed to amass a small fortune over the years. He went on to invest this fortune into the development of Kamishima, not only upgrading its fishing equipment, but also improving the island's infrastructure to entice businesses to set up shop on the island, efforts that have earned him the appreciation of people all over the island. He currently holds many key positions on the island, including serving as head of the Kamishima Fisheries Cooperative Association, and it is said that his appointment as the next mayor of Kamishima is all but confirmed. Although admired for his many contributions to Kamishima's development, his personality leaves much to be desired. With many stories of him using force to get things to go his way, he is often high-handed in his dealings with others, fully aware that his position makes it difficult to oppose him. Having moved his main home and base of operations to the mainland many years prior, there are abundant rumors that he has since added loan sharking and land grabbing to the list of ways he's willing to add to his sizable fortune. It is said that he has recently become an ardent devotee of a certain famous sorcerer in Tokyo, and often relies on their guidance when making decisions. They did say they were from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato, let's go. Yep. What was the advice about? Oh, there we go. Okay, this spot should work fine. Oh man, now that I'm actually about to talk about it, I'm getting super nervous. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, let's think. Tsukasa is asking me for advice? Something must really be weighing on her. She's usually so quick to decide and act on anything. This is rare for her. Alrighty, you said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Miss Tsukasa? Well, I do want your advice, but I'm not really sure where to start. Wow, I guess this really isn't an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start her off with another topic to loosen her up. Let's talk about how's your summer break? I guess you'll be heading back to the mainland soon now that the Obon holidays are over. Yeah, I head back to my boarding school in 3 days, so I've only got until the day after tomorrow to take it easy here. Right. Time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you. Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days. What am I gonna do? I guess whatever she wants advice on is time sensitive. So the plans you were talking about for the day after tomorrow, I guess it's a get-together with the others before you head back? Yeah, that's right. Plans with Azami and Yuza. I couldn't give them much time this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a bit left out. Makes sense. You're pretty close friends. Totally! Even grown up, they still do the dumbest things. I just can't leave them be. Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy it without me then. No way! They're the lucky ones to have someone as cute as you come along with me. Man, I can't believe my summer break's already coming to an end. Yeah, it's kinda sad. Oh, Tsukasa, that reminds me. Did you catch that 2-hour suspense drama the other day? Ah, right! You said you were looking forward to it. I didn't see it. I was watching a period drama. Darn, that actor you like had a good part. He turned out to be the killer, though. Aw, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it, though. Wish we had a VCR like yours. You can record music shows and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing. Not many houses on the island have one, though. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record and keep TV programs is the best. You love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like. You really can't get enough of your TV. Eh? You think I watch too much? How much did you watch this summer? Oh, well... I guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home. Nice! You should thank the old man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want. We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. Makes it damn hard for me to keep up with the conversations at school, you know? TV has just got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame them either. It is pretty fun. Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news. The music stopped. What the fuck? Yeah? What happened? They said an Ama diver on the mainland went missing at sea. Ah, yeah. I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. Apparently they're still searching. But it goes to show how dangerous being an Ama diver is. Yeah, even I've had a couple moments out there that have been way too close. When the catch is right in front of you, it's easy to think you can go a little bit further and end up pushing it just too far. Sounds scary. You be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a little while back, there was that story about old human bones found on the seabed near Toba. Whoa! I've never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy! Maybe it was someone who went missing at sea. I just hope it isn't like a curse or anything. Yeah, the sea can be pretty scary. The old Ama grannies always told us. We islanders live with the sea. Never forget how fearsome it can be. That's why the Ama divers wear charms and mind the proper rites, right? Yeah. Gratitude, manners, and restraint toward the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving.
How long does this thread go for?
You know, Sato, compared to when you first arrived on the island, you've really brightened up. Must be thanks to all the TV. Oh? Was I really that gloomy before? Yeah, up till about a month ago, it felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. It's like you were kind of depressed all the time, like nothing in the world really mattered to you. So that's how I came off. Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack jokes like you do now either. But this you? Way better! Having fun stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. I'll try to keep up the positivity. Okay, I'm ready. I'll just say it. Go ahead. So, the thing is... I think I like someone. Alright, go on. But we'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. I want to tell him how I feel while I'm still on the island. Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamishima's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I probably know a thing or two that can help. For sure. Yeah, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but I can tell you mean it. Thanks. I just don't really know what to do. So, which one of the two is the lucky guy? Huh? Who do you mean? No way. Don't tell me you think I like Azami or Yuza? Wait, you mean it's not one of them? Me? Falling for one of them? No chance! They're basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them. Oops, sorry. I just assumed. I call myself the living, walking, talking encyclopedia and brag that I've seen it all on TV, but I guess I really don't know anything. Sorry. This is so embarrassing. I'm gonna go die now. Whoa! Don't sweat it! Really? No dying! But then... who is it? No point in dragging it out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro. No! Wait, what's with this? What's with this composition? What's with this shot? Ah, Mr. Wakamura-san? I see. He's sincere, smart, and pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, but he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I've secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid. I figured he'd never be interested. But now I go to school on the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as an alma diver. I think he might see me more as an adult now. More than before, anyway. I think you should rethink your romantic prospects with this guy. Yeah, that makes sense. So, you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island. Maybe it's all just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up. Then tell him. I'm with you. The only son of Shinobu Wakamura, a local Kamishima magnate. Due to his father's influence, he was pampered by those around him from an early age, but he grew up to be a pleasant and sincere young man despite this attention. He is well regarded by those who know him, often being told that he has been blessed with sharp intellect, good looks, and a variety of talents. He is currently attending a university in Tokyo, and is back on Kamishima for summer break. Although his father Shinobu wants Shotaro to inherit the influence and wealth he has spent so much of his life building up, Shotaro himself has no intention of doing so. On the contrary, he is skeptical of the old-fashioned, insular ways of island society, and regards his father as the very embodiment of those outdated mores, viewing him with utter disgust for his overbearing, vulgar tendencies and superstitious beliefs. I want to tell Shotaro how I feel by the day after tomorrow. What do you think I should do? Give up? Sorry. You're staying with the Wakamuras right now, yeah? Know anything about him that might help? Oh, I'm afraid Miss Encyclopedia might not have that kind of info. You don't have much info at all, do you? I mean, he's honestly not home most of the time, so there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do, checking in on folks all over the island. Like, I don't suppose you know if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or anything? I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo's packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him won't be left alone for long. Well, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with anyone. But then what about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get? Let me think. Sorry, nothing's coming to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. Come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with me is more than enough. You've got to stop joking about dying like that. Life is life, Gem. Oh, Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now and we can plan from there. How does that sound? Ooh, sounds good. Thanks so much, Sato. So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, but in the end, writing a love letter and handing it to him is the best call. That's the plan, yeah? Yep, since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. A classic method! I like it. You're heading out to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, weather is looking good. Alrighty, then I'll ask him to come to the bay a little after noon. That work for you? Yeah, I just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course. I'll fix it up, even if it kills me. Okay, girl, you talk about death way too much. Thanks. I'll write it even if it kills me, too. I'm already so nervous!
Oh god. Hey, you two over there.
Huh? Is that who I think it is? It is! It's Shotaro!
He's really not all that.
Oh, wow. Speak of the devil.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. You are nothing.
He's totally glowing as usual. Is something wrong?
Have you seen Azami? He didn't show up to today's association meeting. I can't speak. That big collar looks so dumb. I know!
Oh, I see. I haven't seen him today. Ah, I think I know where he is. I'll go get him.
Oh, you do? Knew I could count on you, Tsukasa. I'm not rocking with him. I'll let you handle it then.
Sure. No problem.
You are not a vibe, bro. Tsukasa, get it together.
Oh, man, he called me by my name. I am so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's. First off, let's find those two. Bet they're right up at the Kantekisho ruins. Let's go, Sato! Right behind you.
Goodness me. And now for the dead body. I swear, if there's another recollection node. Mrs. Shiki! There you are. Sorry for calling you all the way out here. Not at all. Thank you for bringing the case to our attention. I hear you've got an unusual corpse on your hands. Well, forensics aren't here yet, so I honestly don't know whether it can even be called a corpse or not. But I do know that it'll cause a stir if anyone catches sight of it, so right now we're just trying to keep the busybodies away. I sure am glad it happened while you were still here, though. What with you being from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police and all. Where is our cadaver, then? Still in the water over there where it was found. Feel free to go ahead and examine it. Over there, I see. That sure is a corpse. I see. So this is the corpse in question, is it? Unusual is certainly one word for it. It's all dried up now, almost like it's been mummified. But apart from that, it's pretty safe to say this is a mermaid, right? Let's take a closer look at it. Let's take a look. Okay. As you can see, there's no doubt it has a human head. That's the main reason we went ahead with treating it as a corpse. That makes sense. I can't imagine anyone would have seen a creature like this before, after all. If it really is a mermaid, wouldn't this be a pretty huge discovery? It's not the sort of thing we'll be able to make public, that's for sure. I don't suppose we have any way of confirming their identity? Their identity? Given the state of the body, it'd probably be difficult to confirm based on facial features, but we might have a chance using dental records. Though that would depend on if they've ever had a dental exam. I see. That makes sense. It would seem like the fish half of the body begins from the shoulders downward. All the mermaids I've ever heard of have had the fish half start from the waist down. If it's a fake, maybe whoever made it didn't do their research? Really? Several of the mermaids described in old Japanese legends had their faces as the only human part, though. Seriously? Guess that makes me the one who didn't do their research then. The body's lower half is identical to a fish's tail. If this was a fish, it'd be a pretty huge one. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning it towards it being a fake of some kind. What do you think? It's true that many of the mermaid mummies discovered were ultimately found to have been man-made in origin. Oh my god. Relics believed to be either the embalmed or mummified remains of mermaids are preserved in temples throughout Japan. Among them, several are said to bestow blessings such as eternal youth and longevity or sound health, and are treated as objects of worship. In the 1970s, some garnered so much attention after being featured on TV that people traveled en masse to see them, prompting some temples and shrines to discontinue public viewings. Mermaid mummies have also been documented in other countries. In the 1800s, the exhibition of mermaid mummies as exotic curios became a widespread phenomenon across Europe and the United States. Although these mummies were originally believed to be genuine, subsequent analysis has revealed fibers from materials such as wood and paper in their composition, exposing them to be man-made in origin. The quality of some mermaid mummies crafted in Japan during the Edo period was particularly high, with several being widely circulated, especially in Europe. However, the revelation that many of these mermaids were man-made does not disprove the existence of mermaids, and debate on the topic continues even today.
You won't find me complaining if it is. No need to investigate a fake corpse, after all. Maybe that's being too optimistic, though.
We'll just have to see about that, won't we?
When I first saw this expression, I thought they must have died in unbelievable agony. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like they look almost satisfied. Could just be my imagination, though.
Satisfied,
Okay, we've checked all the prompts for the head. If this really is a corpse, I wonder when they died. I doubt their body would have ended up this desiccated if it hadn't been in the sea this whole time. You think there's the possibility that they died, shriveled up into a mummy-like state, then their body fell into the sea and got washed up here?
It makes for quite the enigma, that's for sure.
There's no sign of any external wounds. I can't see anything that could have caused their death, at least.
Okay, so we checked all that. And... okay, we go back. Do we know what the situation was when the corpse was found?
I just got here as well, so I'm not clear on the details myself. But from the sounds of it, a local civilian happened across it about an hour ago as they were passing by. They got us on the scene immediately, so no one else should have seen it.
That's a relief. We don't want people working themselves into a frenzy over this. Where is that local now?
They've got someone taking their statement in a nearby police box. I'll let you know when we get some more info there.
Please do.
If we really do have a mermaid on our hands, do you think all those stories about becoming immortal from eating mermaid flesh are true?
Oh? So you're curious about that too, Detective?
Well, I don't know if I'd actually want to eat it, though. Living forever doesn't necessarily mean you'll be happy, you know? Besides, I can't say I find the thought of eating meat from this thing all that appealing.
I see. I suppose that's a natural response. But there are plenty of people who would be interested in getting their hands on this corpse for that exact reason.
I can see that. We might even have people fighting over it if it gets out. All the more reason to try and keep it hidden. Sure is a troublesome thing we've got on our hands here.
Okay, so... surroundings...
This is Futamigaura, the coastline just northeast of Ise City. It's a pretty popular location for tourists, and there are several beaches nearby as well, so a bunch of people are milling up around.
It certainly is an impressive sight. It's too bad we couldn't come here as simple tourists.
Ooh. Futamigaura is the name of the stretch of the coastline along Futami Town, so named during the events of the story. It has since been merged with Ise City, in the Watarai district of Mie Prefecture. As part of the Iseshima National Park, it has been designated as a place of scenic beauty and considered one of the most scenic spots in Japan. The name Futamigaura is said to originate from a visit to the area by Yamato Hime no Mikoto. According to the legend, the area's beauty caused her to turn to look back upon it, leading to Futami, look twice, becoming part of its name. Ise City, I think we already have this, no? Oh. Having long flourished as a town leading up to the Tori Gate of Ise Shrine, it stands out as a particularly popular tourist destination even among the many attractions in the Iseshima area. The city is sometimes referred to as Shinto, meaning City of the Gods. Although best known for Ise Shrine, many other temples and shrines can also be found within the city. The land overlooking Ise Bay is blessed with an abundance of beautiful scenery, including Mount Asama, which was included on a list of 100 famous Japanese scenic spots during the Showa era. Okay. We check their surroundings. This is Masaru Ide, a detective from the local police. He's acting as my point of contact while I'm over here,
as well as providing any support I need. I don't doubt it's quite a troublesome assignment. There are a lot of things that need to be kept secret, for one. But he's been very good at not prying into the particulars while doing what needs to be done, occasional grumbling notwithstanding. Given what this case has ended up involving, though, those particulars may not end up remaining undisclosed for much longer. Let's see. An assistant inspector in the first investigative division of the Criminal Investigation Department of the Mia Prefectural Police. Okay, that's such a long name. So unnecessarily long. He often finds himself saddled with whatever troublesome tasks come the department's way. Something he makes sure to grumble about each time, but is a proficient detective in his own right, being diligent in his duties and having passed his promotion exam without much difficulty. Although often said to have a somewhat unreadable expression, he is quite sociable and makes a point to attend all department drinking parties. Born and raised in Mie, Masaru never ventured beyond bicycle commuting distance of his hometown, Sioux City, until the time came for him to attend university. With no particular plans for his future in mind, he took the employment exam for police officers, figuring that a local government job would at least be stable. He had no admiration for the police or any strong sense of duty or justice, but found that the strict discipline of the police force suited his personality. He quietly married a fellow classmate from the police academy soon after graduating, and at home, he takes on the role of a doting father to 2 sons and a daughter. If pressed to discuss his hobbies, they would include walking and combination puzzles. Strangely enough, he often happens to be walking nearby whenever incidents occur, leading to him being the first on the scene even when off duty, something his colleagues frequently tease him about. At first glance, he seems the sort to find hard work troublesome, but he's proven himself to be quite the thoughtful individual. If that attitude of his is a deliberate ploy to get those he's dealing with to lower their guard, he's certainly not one to be underestimated. Okay, where we think? We originally came to Mie from Tokyo to investigate another case, but with so many other incidents occurring, I can't help but get the sinking feeling something troublesome is about to happen. Detective Ida has been a huge help to us so far. You might be able to reveal some of our circumstances to him. First things first, let's start by taking a good look at the corpse. We did. Okay. What the heck? Maybe I need to talk to you. This is Sodo Kiryu. He's worked with me as my assistant for a long time now, although he usually makes his living as a psychic detective. He's not officially with the police, but with my assignments being what they are, he has special permission to accompany me on investigations. An independent psychic who makes his living as Japan's only psychic detective. Soto has no permanent residence, instead traveling throughout the country for training and resolving any metaphysical incidents he comes across. Something which eventually led him to him gaining his current moniker within the industry. Although he has a calm and taciturn personality and is possessed of a sharp mind, he is surprisingly sensitive by nature. However, this trait does not extend to mercy towards spirits and other phenomena, which he often ends up subduing by force. Every time I see Soda, I just think of Snake from 999. I can see it. It's the hair. Okay, primary spiritual abilities. Okay, the first one, the ability to use particular curses to inflict harm or otherwise negative effects on others. Effects range from forcibly binding a target in place to dealing fatal wounds. The stronger the curse's effect, the greater the burden on the user. Sagan, the ability to see the face of a deceased individual from their remains, allowing for a recreation of their features via portrait sketch. Only a small piece of the deceased remains is necessary to use this ability. However, enough of the thoughts and desires of the dead individual must remain for it to be effective. The Feast of Shadows. The ability to create a domain in which the potency and range of certain types of spiritual abilities are increased. Only effective at night.
Soto himself is able to create a domain up to 1 kilometer in range. That is very interesting because that was addressed in the first Paranormasight, the Feast of Shadows. Soto's family runs a small shrine dedicated to a certain onmyoji from the Sengoku period. This onmyoji is said to be an ancestor of the Kiryu family, which may explain why their bloodline has produced many individuals with a strong spirit sense over the years. Masukamyo? Soto was born with an exceptionally potent spirit sense even within this lineage, leading to his abilities catching the attention of legendary psychic Ittensai Shiki when he was 8 years old. Ittensai subsequently took him under his wing as his protege, and Soto underwent rigorous training under his watchful eye. Even now, he is always quick to respond when summoned by his mentor's wife, Yumeko Shiki, and often supports her during her work. He also has a keen interest in swords and extremely knowledgeable about blades from all countries and eras. R.I.P. Soto Kiryu, you would have loved Touken Anbu. Well, I think we have a decent grasp of the situation now. What's your opinion, Soto? First of all, based on the state of the corpse, I think it's safe to say that this is another case of the curse of the Forsaken Fish. Some of the residual curse energy is still lingering around the body. Just as expected, then. I suppose that's no surprise. Huh? What was that just now? We'll try to explain our understanding of the case so far, Detective. I realize some of it might sound a bit absurd, but please, bear with us. This corpse is neither a fake, nor could it be called a mermaid. If it is the remains of a human, one transformed into a fish as the result of a curse. What? A former human? And a curse too? It's pretty hard to know what to say to that. One thing's for sure, that's not going to fly in the case report by itself. Mind explaining it a bit more for me? Of course. Let's start with an explanation of our circumstances then. Let's see. He's had his gaze fixed on the corpse ever since we got here. I suppose he's curious to know what led to its current state. I'll let you handle the explanations, ma'am. Of course. Leave it to me. In return, I'll be counting on you to handle the report. Oh my god! 25 years old, making such a stupid face. Confound it. Very unserious. First, I suppose I should start with a brief explanation of the department I work for. Wait, aren't you part of some sort of secret department in the security division over in Tokyo? Are you sure you should be telling me something like that? I'm not going to get caught up in any troublesome business if you do, am I? No need to worry. I doubt it will come to that. Probably. Our work is mostly kept a secret because it's something of a pain to find people who will accept, let alone understand the circumstances each time. But you've been very supportive so far, so I can't imagine that will be a problem. Well, if you really insist, go ahead, I guess. As you say, my department is indeed a part of the security division. Its proper name is the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. We're back. Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division Paranormal Affairs Bureau, it is more commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know its existence, even within the police force. This is just like the Somnium Files. Abyss! As the name suggests, this unit specializes in the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of such happenings is not public knowledge, nor is it readily believed by the general population, the Bureau's activities are conducted in the utmost secrecy. As there are only currently 5 members in the unit, including the chief, they utilize a network of psychic contacts across the country to assist with their cases. The current chief of paranormal affairs is a man named Kuiru Nakagoshi. Although said to have been born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations, Kuiru is an elusive figure. Very few have met him in person, and he is rarely seen in the office. It is said that this is because he has been off the target of curses. However, some theorize that it is in fact because Kuiru is not actually a flesh and blood human, with some going so far as to question whether he really exists. His seat in his office is usually occupied by his familiar, a Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. The Nue resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Kuiru's messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nakagoshi case serves as a code name used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. Jeez. A Paranormal Affairs Bureau, huh? Though if there really are cases of spiritual phenomena causing harm around the place, I guess it's not that hard to believe there'd be some sort of organization to deal with them in the police. Precisely. I'm glad you're so quick on the uptake. Well, after seeing that corpse over there, there's not much else I can do but believe it, you know? Oh, does that mean you have spirit sense? Or some other sort of psychic powers? Not to any notable degree, I'm afraid. As I mentioned, I'm primarily a housewife. If you ask me, I'd rather sort this all out and get back home to my husband as soon as possible. Right. Soto here was my husband's protege when he used to work as a psychic, though. He helps me out on any work I'm assigned to. I'm responsible for handling any spiritual work that comes up, yes? Spiritual work, huh? When you say that like it's just another job really makes me feel like we're talking about another industry entirely. But if you really are just a housewife, Mrs. Shiki, why are you working for a special unit like that? I know it's none of my business, but if your husband is a psychic, wouldn't all this be more in his line of work? True. Personally, I'd also rather our roles were reversed. But there are several reasons why that unfortunately can't be the case. I see. I don't really know your circumstances, but it sounds pretty tough. Either way, I should be good to put this down as a paranormal affairs case, right? That should be fine, yes? You can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Soto's getting a Mike Wazowski right now. Yumeko! We'll also handle the report. More specifically, Soto will. Oh my god, that was such a good reveal. Her hand going down, and Soto just looking at the camera like that. This game is awesome! Really? Thanks. That's a great help. Not again. Oh, this is great. Secret Age. A woman who balances her work as a housewife with her position as full-time employee of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau, a secret department within the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Although the very image of a refined lady in appearance, she has a surprisingly free-spirited personality and tends to find anything she has no interest in too bothersome to take seriously. Things that do catch her attention, on the other hand, often command all of it, and she will actively involve herself in looking into them. She utterly adores her husband, swooning in admiration whenever the topic turns to him, and she's also viewed with affection by her coworkers, call her ma'am. Out of the 5 current full-time members of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau, Yumeko alone lacks any particular metaphysical abilities despite possessing a meager degree of spirit sense. Even so, she was chosen to be part of the Bureau's elite unit for very particular reasons. Reasons known only to a handful of people close to her. There was once one other member of the Bureau who had no paranormal powers to speak of. Veteran police detective Tetsuo Tsutsumi from the first game. The two occasionally worked on investigations together. Oh! When dispatched on assignments now, She always pairs up with freelance psychic detective Sodo Kiryu, leaving all paranormal-related procedures and often her much-despised paperwork to him. Yumeka's husband is also a psychic by the name of Itten Saishiki, and Toro is his cherished protege. It's always nice to see the callbacks. Files. Alright, the various abnormal occurrences attributed to the spirits of the dead are collectively referred to as spiritual phenomena. These can range from small peculiarities, such as being able to see things that shouldn't be there, hearing strange sounds, or feeling a sudden, unnatural chill, to larger-scale phenomena powerful enough to defy the laws of physics, potentially even triggering natural disasters. Harmful spiritual phenomena that cause unwanted effects by interfering with nature or tampering with the human body or mind are called curses. Curses can themselves be divided into two categories: those that occur naturally, often arising from negative emotions such as deep resentment from the dead, and those that are intentionally created by someone with spiritual abilities using an existing spirit or grudge. However, creating a curse is quite difficult, and there is the risk of the curse rebounding and causing harm to the creator instead. The more powerful the curse, the more stringent the conditions that are required to use it. The ability to sense the energy of spirits and spiritual phenomena is known as spirit sense. The strength of this ability varies from person to person, and while it can be increased to a certain extent through training, it ultimately comes down to the individual's innate talent. According to those who have it, spirit sense is similar to a sense of smell. A lingering spiritual energy in an area can be detected what feels like specialized sense organs, conveying information such as the relative strength of the phenomenon and whether it is benevolent or malevolent in nature. Those with a particularly potent spirit sense are also able to glean specific details from the energy and even track it down to identify its origin. However, as spiritual energy is unaffected by air movement, it is not possible to use wind to drive it away. The ability to see spiritual phenomena is considered a psychic ability, further described below. Spiritual phenomena occur regardless of one's ability to perceive them. So many people that lack spirit sense are affected by such phenomena without any awareness of the cause. As spirit sense is impossible to quantify, comparing its strength between individuals is difficult. However, as tolerance to forcible exposure to spiritual phenomena is comparable to a tolerance to alcohol, there are those who use this comparison when explaining to others. Yeah, this comparison was used in the first game, when Yoko explains to Shogo about spirit sense. Psychic ability is the special power to interact with or influence spirits. It covers a wide range of abilities, from simply being able to see spirits to being able to directly control or exercise them. It also includes the ability to intentionally induce spiritual phenomena in order to use specific skills, such as peering into the future, capturing images with psychic photography, or searching for objects using dowsing. Individuals who possess such abilities are known as psychics. People who possess spirit sense but lack psychic ability are particularly susceptible to the influence of spiritual phenomena, whether they are aware of it or not, and as such often fall victim to supernatural disasters or disturbances. Let's see. Oh god. Oh god. You know what? I think that's a good place to end things. We only have 5 save slots. But yeah, I think I'll stop here for now, actually. This is hardly a good chunk. Ooh, hold on. Do I wish to return to the story chart? No. Let me save again just to be sure. But I think I'll end it here because my household is about to get rowdy again. The residents are coming home. So I have to be mindful of that. But I am so excited to keep playing this. I might play it tomorrow. I'm definitely playing it next week. As for next week's streams, I will be streaming, I think maybe Monday or Tuesday with one of my friends, David. also known as Gwynhaid. You might know him. Maybe he's in a few projects out there. But we're gonna be playing Otome games. Then we're gonna be live dubbing over indie Otome games. But after that, the rest of the week is probably gonna be Paranormasight. And a much longer streams than this, because I had to wait until noon. If I had it my way, I'd be playing it at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. But yeah, the game came out at noon, so I had to wait until then. I downloaded it on the spot, and yeah. yeah, David, good friend David. But yeah, that will be all for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out, and making me part of your day. I love this series so much. I'm so excited to see how it unfolds. I've heard lots of good things about it. Like one of my friends who got a review copy, 9.5 out of 10. That's pretty good to me. So, I will be trying to see a lot of Paranormasight as much as I possibly can. But for now, I will leave it off here. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your... Let's return to the title. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. See you. Bye. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed. See you.